Welcome back. This is your host, Black Tachyon, and today we will be playing Factorio! Welcome back. It is Black Tachyon again, and on this episode we're going to see about trying to get our rubber plantation going. I did a little bit of experimentation and found that the DyTech mod, the TreeFarm mod, can support the DyTech seeds. So, at one point I had planted one piece of resin I got into a seed. I thought it was right over here, but I am not seeing it. I do not know where that one rubber tree managed to go. I thought it was there. Let's see, was it up here somewhere? It's not there. Was it over by the iron deposit? I am not seeing my rubber tree that I planted, so we may have to go out and find some more resin. So, depending on how long this takes, we may end up fast forwarding while I chop down a whole bunch of trees if I don't get... Okay, so advanced electronics is done. The last episode I was doing, I was looking for these big size chests because I wanted to change the layout of some production, and I need big chests for that. However, as you can see, that requires steel. Steel requires upgraded tools, so we're going to go ahead and start doing our upgraded tools so I can get to those big chests. Meanwhile, back on the farm, let's cut down some of these trees. We will need to expand, so we need this area cleared anyway. Of course, it's faster to clear it with shotguns or flamethrower or any number of or deconstruction bots. But since we have none of that available and we need the resin anyway, we are going to start chopping down these trees until we get some resin. Let's double check my inventory. Nope, seeds. We've got seeds. Let's go ahead and throw those seeds in the box for our farms, tree farms, just so we're not carrying around. We don't need those. But we don't have any of our rubber seeds, because that rubber seeds look like this, and the resin looks like that little orange sack, and I'm not seeing either of those. I'm not seeing a rubber... Wait, there's our rubber tree. I knew I had one up here somewhere. So we will just knock that down. So we got 3 resin from that. We're going to use that to produce 3 rubber seeds. We're going to come over here and we're going to plant another farm, which we need stone. We will just steal a bit of stone from here. Go ahead and throw in some fuel there, and let's go steal some fuel. It's not a full stack probably, but it may do. Yep, it was enough of a stack. Okay, so that will keep our brick production going for a while. And now we can plant our field. So we're going to just do this field over here. We're not going to tie it into the regular wood system. But we are going to need several inserters and a crafting station and some underground belt and some splitters and some more track and some chests. Okay, that should get us started. So, of course, similar to the other one, we actually need some fast inserters. Meanwhile, we will if I could get that working. Okay, put the splitter here. Put the underground there. Run our belt over. Upgraded tools. So now we can get our steel processing done. which will let us unlock the chests. And our fast inserters aren't ready yet. We do have a factory ready, so steel is done. Now we can focus on our big chest. It only takes green. Well, green and red, but that's acceptable. So we are going to split off our rubber resin. Oh, I need to come up one more. I am horrible in this game at placing stuff correctly. So this will send at least half of the out. We can go ahead and throw our rubber seeds in, I suppose. As you can see, the rubber seeds do get planted, so this will actually be a rubber tree plantation or farm or field, whatever we want to call it in this game. And we are still waiting on inserters. So this guy is going to can have a little buffer output from there. And then we can go there. We're going to limit this to 1 stack of rubber seeds for now. We do need power, and I have power lines there. Just run this over. We need 1 more inserter to get the seeds into the system. So this should be good to go as soon as the rubber trees build. We should start getting... Each one of these should produce basically 3 resin. So with the splitter on the output, 3 will come back up, or 3 resins a piece, so that will be 9. So roughly 4 or 5 will come up here and reprime the system, and the rest will come of the resin will come up here. Oops. And we will plop down some furnaces to actually start building a rubber supply. We do want to limit, yeah, we limited that guy already. So we'll plop this down here. We just need some regular inserters. We need fuel. Need another chest. Thought I had built regular inserters. I think they got used up for my fast inserters instead of it building, which is okay. And we need bring power up to these guys. We will need more fuel for that guy. So our wood is going. This is going to backlog on that side of the belt. So what we will do is put another splitter in. And that was facing the... That way we will be pulling from both sides of the belt to feed that. We'll do the same thing over here. Still all feeding on one side. We balance later. We don't want to necessarily mess with balancing on each and every little bit. In theory, we could balance here, or we could set these two to go with different belts, but there's not quite enough room and I'd have to rerun this line. So for now, that's probably good enough. We only have 2 inserting there, which we have 2 inserting here. There may be a little bit backlog here or here, but Everything eventually does get rebalanced. We have a lot more coming in on this side. Why is, okay, it's just this backlog, I think, from those steam engines. They eat off this side preferenced. This guy is gone. Let's go ahead and clear this up. And we definitely will need stone, so there's some stone over there. DyTech requires a lot of stone. So, yep, we have some miners. Put this guy here, and some stone right there. And for now, we're just going to go into chests. We'll need to reroute that stone later. Sorry about that. I had a kitty bite my toe. We will need to do something with the stone later, but for now I want to make sure that this area is kind of cleared out so that we can expand into this area as needed. And we will need the stone, so we need to kind of start stockpiling it. Now that we have 6 farms instead of 3, we seem to be keeping our boilers fully supplied with fuel. We are running our primaries, we're running secondaries, and we're not yet into our tertiary powers, so that's good. And let's go check to see how the rubber farm we built is building. Our seeds are nicely backlogged, so we should have plenty of replantings now available. We have... so we can... it's hard to sometimes get the individual tree selected. Looks like we have 3 medium trees. And I seem to... oops. I actually got stuck. That tree grew up around me, so we just lost one of our things of resin. That is not good. I was stuck. I could not move in any direction. That's I think a little bug in the game to get you stuck like that. I had to destroy that tree so I could get out of the growth. We will need coal. We're not going to use coal for fuel in this game, but we will need it for plastics. Let's go ahead and start collecting some for future use. I believe we can also, with the TreeFarm mod, do some organic plastic growing. For now, we're just going to stockpile. So with that, even if we run out of coal, I believe we can build organic plastics, and I think the TreeFarm mod will actually let us go and need more utility poles. TreeFarm mod can also, I think, eventually create coal. If we look at the research tree, the advanced biotech allows the organic plastic, so from that we can get organic plastic, so we can build plastics even if we run out of coal. And I believe the cokery, there it is, we can basically build a cokery, and that will let us create coal, or let us create coal from coal, which let us create coal from charcoal, and let us create charcoal from wood. So we can, if we have to, we can always go back to using a coal fuel source, and we will have oil. But so I really do want to try and keep this environmentally green with fully renewable fuel systems, so we don't have to worry about moving coal seams around. See, our utility poles are built, so power that guy up. Ugly, but I just wanted to get that out of the way. And we're almost to our big chests. What we really will want is, I believe, the humongous chest, but I don't think we can immediately get that. I think that requires something else, but I may be able to set up what I want with the large wooden chests. Let's see. Allows 2 big-sized chests. Big-sized chest requires blues. We're not yet up to having blues produced. So, what that is, the extra large wooden chest is what I really, really want. But we can't do that at the moment. So let's find something we can research. Advanced electronics, that sounds decent. Logistics 2, optics, solar, engine, advanced materials processing. We will eventually want improved furnaces, and we will want electric furnaces. So let's go ahead and start researching down this line. And now we can build larger chests. Let's see, there's a little piece of metal there. Let's go ahead and, it's not much, but let's go ahead and just drop this guy down. And we will run some power over to him. And we will run some belts down to our steel. We'll just sideload him. He's not very much. We do have the stone production going, so let's clear out this. Let's start looking at what we need. We need, for a red, we do have a new recipe for red that can use the iron cog wheels. We don't yet have a recipe that uses iron cog wheels for the transport belts, which we need. So we are going to set up a new production line to vastly improve our production of these items, and to try and speed up some of our science production. So first thing we need is stone gears. So we can build the large chest now, and then we need some wood. I could go steal pre-made wood, or we can just use wood up over here. We know that we're going to expand, so we're going to need to clear this out anyway, and at the moment this is our best way of clearing things out. Okay, so we're going to build a large wooden chest. And the large wooden chest actually takes 2 slots. So the reason I wanted to do that was I'm going to try and set up something similar to how we did our circuits for producing the gear wheels. And as I said, I really want the extra large, so that we can basically that's one too far. The extra large would actually be roughly the size of that center factory that we had producing copper, so we could feed in basically a 3x3 center area and use the longer armed inserters. And let's see, we have to have room to get our stone in there, so we're going to want to pick up stone off of our conveyor belt as fast as we can. The stone gears produce pretty fast also, I believe, so I don't think they are I think they are relatively fast producers, so well, let's wait. We'll go ahead and produce both fast and slow, and we'll use regular inserters, and if we need to, we can then upgrade them if we are falling behind from not being able to output fast enough. But since this is too wide, we can basically set up a couple of chests or set up a couple of conveyors and do a common feed system. I think this will work, so that's going to get stone from him, 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 and we need more of these. So once we have the super-sized chest, which require the blue, we can basically have a giant center chest and basically have everything around it set up the 8 with the long-armed inserters going to it, and that like how I had the copper coming in, we'd have stone or whatever other resources we need coming in, and eventually these can be changed to logistic requesters. Oops. Rotate. Not close enough. Actually, this guy doesn't need... Since we only have 4, we can use 2 shared chests. And these, we only need the smaller wooden chests for this part of it. I believe cogwheels is one of the things that builds fast enough that you really shouldn't put it on a belt if you can avoid it, because you don't get your insert stack bonus items, and you can... Okay, we had some stone down here, I believe. There he is. We will just run this for now. We'll run this line of stone up. Almost lines up. Well, maybe it does. Let's see. Yes. How perfect was that? We will start unloading. We need power. And we will set these guys to... That's a DyTech product. Ooh, steel gears. We can now do steel gears. I don't know what that does. Trying to figure out what the... Oops, I did not want to do that. And why can I not select... There it goes. I was trying to figure out... I know there is a shortcut so that you can basically clone the creation of something. Okay, so that cleared it. That cleared the blueprint out. This guy up here doesn't have power. Let's see if we move this belt up there. Okay, so since I still can't figure that out, we will just manually set this. There's a way that you can just click all around and set everything up at once. And I need to remember to go look up how to do that. So, this guy is currently limited by stone, it looks like. As you can see, we barely get enough stone in. There's just a tiny pause before we can load the stone up. Let's go ahead and try upgrading these guys and see if that... Well, let's take another look at that. That pause is very, very little. I don't think we need to optimize that, and the fast inserters do take a lot more power. So I think we're happy now with our stone production. We do want to probably put these stone... Since we don't have requester chests, we probably want to put these stone gears onto a conveyor. I know it's not optimal. And let's see, the next thing we're going to need for our ramped up production, I think we want to use the... We have a lot more iron than stone available, and stone is important in DyTech for other things. I think we will want to switch over to using iron production for recipe number 2, which we unlocked by building enough stone gears. So next time we will look into actually building the rest of our improved components using this layout to try and improve our red and green science production. Until next time, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. If you like the video, hit the like button. And until next time, Black Tachyon, signing out.